unification, right? I know we last talked Big Bro first to Tank, right? And then, or is it
whoever? I told Tank. Tank know what's up. You know what I mean? He know what he up against when he fights Shakur or Keyshawn. You know what I mean? He want to fight these guys that everybody in the world know that ain't gonna give him no fight. They not mentally there. You know what I mean? They might have a little skills here and there, but mentally wise, they not gonna be able to keep it up that whole fight. And them two guys right there, you know what I mean, is gonna be the ones that, give him his first L.
What happens when boxing's top technician stands next to the sport's biggest star and a third fighter crashes the moment? At a high-profile press conference, Terence "Bud" Crawford met Canelo Alvarez, two generational talents showing mutual respect. But Gervonta "Tank" Davis showed up uninvited, and things quickly escalated. Crawford didn't stay quiet, he warned Tank directly. When Terence Crawford issues a warning, it's serious. So, let's break down exactly what went down at this presser and why Crawford felt Tank crossed the line.
If we was to fight right now on the streets, I'll break your fucking neck. And that's on my kids. And you know it, I know it, and the whole world know it. And I'm not talking about no fighting in the ring. If me and you was to fight outside, I will break your neck.
Here's the setup. Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford were holding a press conference to hype a potential super fight. The Mexican king of boxing versus the undefeated pound-for-pound technician from Omaha, a matchup once thought impossible, now very much real. Cameras flashed, the media packed the room, and Crawford soaked in the spotlight, a rare moment for him since he usually lets his fists do the talking. Then, out of nowhere, Gervonta Davis showed up.
Convince fans that he can beat Canelo.
I ain't trying to convince y'all that he can beat Canelo. He's a good fighter. But, bro, I would say smaller fighters are always better than bigger fighters because they're smaller, they know how to move and things like that. But this guy is great at what he do. And another thing, bro.
At first, people thought Gervonta "Tank" Davis was just there to watch. But once he started making moves, whispering to Crawford's entourage, smirking at the cameras, and stealing the presser's energy, it became clear this wasn't random. Tank wanted to make noise.
What I got from that is he's a hater. You don't know me as a person, let's say you don't like me. You don't know me. You feel me? And I don't give a fuck. Him. If everybody including win. Fuck.
Tank, question for you.
You're a proud father.
According to witnesses, Tank caught Crawford off guard. Crawford had just stepped off stage for a break when Tank slid in, making his presence felt. No cameras captured the hallway, but those there said it was tense. This tension had been building for months. Tank had been dropping hints, acting like he could take on anyone, even the top dogs at 147. When Crawford's name came up, Tank didn't back off. He leaned straight into the heat.
He would never even think about to come up to 154.
What about 47 though?
Yes, if he get to pick his opponent. But Tank would never come from 35 to 54.
Y'all got into it on social media around that time. Is that just you being competitive, like when that happens, or is it like...
I just really don't like that dude.
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like, I really don't like him. That's like
just not your cup of tea. That's just not your...
I don't like nothing about him. I just feel like, he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's using what he got to shield him. He got a lot of security guards around him, and he's in the limelight and stuff like that. But in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah,
but like his core personality and his ways.
Crawford wasn't the type to let that slide. As soon as Tank's name came up, he fired back, making it clear Tank's resume didn't measure up. In Crawford's eyes, Tank hadn't faced anyone even close to his level. That's where the fire began.
How you feel about that fight? Is it even possible at a catch weight?
No, ain't no catch weight. You come up to 47.
You're not even entertaining a catch weight.
No, I'm not.
He's a champ though too, undefeated.
And what champ? Come on, man, tell me what belt. You know boxing? You forgot Devin Haney is undisputed. Devin Haney got all the belts. He the champ. Nobody else the champ. I'm gonna come up here where the big boys at.
All right,
I'll welcome him.
Then came the Ring Magazine Gala, a night that flipped everything on its head. Tank wasn't on the guest list, but Crawford owned the spotlight. When reporters asked about Tank's absence, Crawford didn't hold back. That's when the playful shots turned into heavy blows. Now Tank is ready to step into the ring with the main man. But here's the reality check. Gervonta Davis is smaller compared to Terence Crawford.
You would never even think about to come up to 154.
What about 47 though?
Yes, if he get to pick his opponent. But Tank would never come from 35 to 54.
Y'all got into it on social media around that time. Is that just you being competitive, like when that happens, or is it like...
I just really don't like that dude.
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like, I really don't like him. That's like
just not your cup of tea. That's just not your...
I don't like nothing about him. I just felt like, you know, he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's using what he got to shield him. He got a lot of security guards around him, and he's in the limelight and stuff like that. But in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah,
but like his core personality and his ways.
Let's not forget, Crawford is already taking on a huge challenge moving up to face Canelo, a much bigger, stronger fighter who can physically dominate. For Tank to try inserting himself into that same conversation feels like a mismatch waiting to happen.
They talk all the crazy stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference. I went up weight and won. He went up and lost. You know, so let's not do that, Canelo.
This is boxing, where size matters. Not in every fight, but at the elite level, those pounds make all the difference. Crawford's speed and skill might help him handle Canelo, but Tank against Crawford, or Canelo, he's giving up too much.
A great point when talking about sizes. Because he said, if you look at them two together now, they look the same size. Mm-hmm. He said, people have got the idea of the size thing wrong. It's not looking at them as a physical package, it's who has absorbed the bigger shots in the weight division. So, and it was good. It was a very good point. It was like Canelo has been hit by light heavyweights and super middleweights for the better part of a decade.
Basically,
he's so used to taking those shots, whereas Crawford hasn't. Crawford's been hit by 140 guys and 147 guys for the best part of a decade.
Yeah.
What's Crawford going to be like? So basically, trying to say, Canelo could easily absorb Crawford shots. Mm-hmm. Can Crawford easily absorb Canelo's punches?
If you're taking shots from Triple G, Sergey Kovalev, Dimitri Bivol, and you're staying on your feet, not getting hurt,
not even getting wobbled,
just literally shaking it off,
yeah,
you can take Terence Crawford shots.
100%.
One thing about Crawford, he doesn't do fake beef. He's not Floyd, he's not Ryan Garcia, he doesn't make drama for clicks. So when Crawford looked Tank in the eye and said, "You messed up," it wasn't for show, it was personal.
Listen, however they rate me, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we got to fight, and I'm going to win the fight. It's simple as that.
Can I ask you about if there's any rematch clause with this fight with Canelo?
No, it's not.
Is that something you push for?
No, I didn't.
And is any weight restrictions to the fight at all?
No, it's not.
A lot of fighters would like to put on a weight restriction to this type of fight. Why didn't you want to do that?
Because I want him at his best. I don't want no excuses. I don't want no, reasons why, he didn't feel good or anything. I want him at his best.
Remember, Crawford grew up fighting in the streets of Omaha. He's been shot at, counted out, and has beaten every opponent put in front of him. When he gives a warning, it comes from experience.
When you say, "I want Canelo," is there anybody in the camp that would say, "You're not ready for this"?
That's a big boy. He's strong. That's a conversation. It's not just,
"Oh man, you will whoop his ass." Like yes, man type stuff.
I'm not worried about Canelo. I'm not thinking about Canelo. I'm just focused on Israel Majumdar.
In a small way, is this a stepping stone to your dream fight?
I don't look at fights as stepping stones. It's about now.
Now, let's not forget the elephant in the room, Canelo Alvarez. This presser was supposed to be his and Crawford's show, they were the stars. But with Tank sliding in, the headlines shifted. Social media wasn't talking about Crawford versus Canelo anymore, they were debating Crawford versus Tank. And Canelo doesn't like sharing his spotlight.
I don't respect him anymore because he say, "I'm not gonna do what they want me to do," and this and that. And then he tried to, maybe Turki Al-Ashi told him, "Hey, you need to do something because you seem so nervous in Riyadh." So and he tried to he walk me back, and that's why I pushed him. And like I say, don't with me.
Does it bring a different Canelo then?
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, you watch Sonder fight, right?
Which one? The Saunders. Oh,
He pissed
broken
me off.
orbital.
He pissed me off.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be almost.
Let's not forget who won the verbal battle between Tank and Bud, Terence Crawford. And it all ties back to Tank versus Roach. Gervonta Davis losing to Lamont Roach wasn't just a bad night, it shook the entire boxing world.
Man, I thought I won. I thought I did enough to get the victory over a spectacular fighter. I told y'all from the beginning, man, that I got the skills to pay the bills. I've been telling y'all that. And I'm just glad I got to show it, honestly. I'm glad I got to show it. I appreciate, like I said before, I appreciate true boxing media. Some guys that didn't count me out. So that's just how I feel, man. I think I won. And, I can't wait to do it again. I can't wait to dance again.
And the turning point came in round 9. That's when Roach caught Tank slipping, landed a clean combo, and the arena erupted. Fans were on their feet, jaws dropped, realizing the unthinkable was happening. It should have been ruled a knockdown. Roach's glove touched the canvas, but the ref waved it off. Still, the crowd saw the truth. Roach was sharper, hungrier, and outworking Tank. He deserved the win. Terence Crawford wasted no time twisting the knife. On live television, Bud called the knockdown legit, said Roach got robbed, and flat out claimed Tank was exposed. He took multiple digs at Tank, calling him overhyped and underdelivering. And the worst part? Tank can't even clap back. The boxing world saw what happened, and they're not defending him, they're calling him out.
I could have stopped him. It's me. It's me. Definitely my fault. It's all right. You know what I mean? You live and you learn. I definitely could have. That was on me too. That was on me for sure. Because I ain't pick it up when I supposed to pick it up. And I could have definitely did more. Just a lot going on. But again, it was myself, But you gotta go to the gym and, get back to the drawing board and, train a little harder.
His reputation just took one of the biggest hits of his career. Maybe that's why a fight with Bud isn't just hype anymore, it's a necessity. Not long ago, Gervonta "Tank" Davis was seen as the most dangerous man in boxing, the guy nobody wanted smoke with. But today, the narrative feels different.
Dude, see what I like about Tank is, Tank brings something different. Back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer, George was a puncher, Ernest Shavers was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, like, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. So it's like, I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in.
Yeah, he fights to the level of his competition.
Yes,
he was doing that a lot.
And he got to be careful of that.
2 fights ago, he was really doing that.
You feel me? So you got to be careful of that because If you come in and think somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So that's the only thing I think you got to be careful of. Other than that, Tank is a really good fighter.
Instead of chasing the top names in his division, Tank's talking about Jake Paul fights and circus money events. Sure, the money is big, but fans feel his hunger, the killer instinct, has faded. He seems more focused on clout and quick cash than building the legacy he once seemed destined for. That's the real downfall. Tank no longer feels like the fighter who could make opponents freeze just by glaring at them. He looks distracted, mentally checked out, and almost bored with the sport that made him.
Tank is hung him up, shoes off, get the bag, put a plaque up, he done. Tank is done.
When you say done, you mean like not fighting anymore?
Tank is checked out mentally. Tank is gone mentally. Tank looking for the big bag, of Jake Paul, Pacquiao, something solar, and he's looking to, hey, I'll see you later. Tank is standing. He's not gonna fight Shakur Stevenson at all. At all. I don't care how much money Turkey offered, give him 4 Lamborghinis, whatever. Tank ain't taking that fight.
The aura of fear that made Tank dominant has been slipping away. If he keeps chasing YouTube fights instead of real challengers like Shakur or Crawford, history will remember him as just another fighter who cashed out too early. If Tank wants to save what's left of his legacy, it's not Crawford he should chase, it's Shakur Stevenson. Shakur is in his weight class, undefeated, slick, and the fight fans actually want to see right now.
When are we gonna see the Shakur Tanks, the Shakur Devin, the Devin Tanks?
There's only one fight that is really
the one.
Bad. Like, if we were like gonna be for real about it, like,
keep it on. What's
like,
the fight?
My opinion, because we talking about like skill and like boxing, like all around boxing, right?
Yeah.
Because we ain't talking about somebody that just got a good jab or what.
Yeah.
We talking about like all around.
Can do everything.
Yeah, boxing.
Yeah.
Me and Tank the biggest fight.
That's the one.
It's the biggest fight in the world.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna be the biggest boxing fight in the world when it happens.
Y'all, what you think? Like 147, 140?
Nah, hell no.
135?
35, 40, I don't know. I could see it happening not too far in the future.
Really?
Yeah. I think Tank will sign that contract.
Damn.
And I'm going to sign a contract too, so it's
like,
like...
you gonna get it on.
Beating Shakur would restore Tank's credibility and prove he still belongs at the top. Dodging that fight while calling out bigger names like Crawford only makes it look like he's running from the smoke in his own division.
He get a lot of knockouts that people kind of making it like, if you ain't doing what Tank doing, then they gonna say it's boring. Do you feel like it's because of how his style is that they kind of putting that on you, like wanting you to do that?
People is blessed with different ability. He's blessed with a God-given ability that he crack you 9 times out of 10, you gonna go down. That's his ability.
Yeah.
I'm blessed with God-given eyes. A lot of people don't understand how good my eyes is. I can see really good. Like, punches come my way, I know how to get away from them
right
at any given time. Our abilities are just different, so they probably are judging me from a scale of him, but at the end of the day, he's a great fighter. He's a special fighter, but I'm special in my own right too.
So, that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments, and stay tuned, we'll catch you in the next one.